What we've done is make this soil young and vital again. Hello, we moved here about 6 months ago and took on this classic Aussie garden from a certain era. Sadly, the plants themselves have been neglected for a long time, and the roses that formed the backdrop of that garden were in need of some love. This is how I restored them and fixed the soil, which was sandy with poor drainage, to grow healthy, vibrant and successful roses. The strip is dominated by 7 icebergs. They're a bit gnarly now, but that's okay. When we got here, they were feral and stringy, with a whole host of bugs, and I like this guy, he makes me laugh, and scale, and black spot. Given the right rose, these fungal diseases will strip away its foliage and flowers, but there's other forces at work here, stressing them, hiding in plain sight, and taking away its strength to fight back. So, what's making them sick? There's a few places you can look, and normally the answer will be hiding here. We need to know if there's a lack of water causing the problem. A good way to answer this question is just by pressing your finger under the surface of the soil. You've got very sensitive fingertips, and they'll let you know if something is pretty moist or very dry. The next step is just to check underneath the leaves and around the branches and canes, because this is where the pests or fungus will be hiding. You know, roses have got their own encyclopedic library of all the different diseases and blights and canker and borers and suckers and spider mites. Everyone loves the rose, it seems. With so many pests, sometimes you will find a problem you don't recognise. Take a photo and match it online. This will be the quickest way to identify not just the cause, but also the treatment. But these scary guys are not the problem here. It was more in the soil itself. Near the icebergs is a large old frangipani tree and a Tibucaina Kathleen. See, I did say it was a classic Aussie garden from a certain era, and I'm beginning to suspect that some of the secretions from these larger plants are combining with the sand in the soil, and that all of this is creating hydrophobic soil, or soil that repels water at the surface and just allows it to run off. This part of the garden has a steep slope, and you can see that underneath the soil is still very dry. In fact, the water's passed it by and it remains very powdery. So the next thing to do is level the soil. I also made moats around the bases of each of the icebergs to let the water soak in. But you want a reconstruction of this, don't you?